Imagine a world where your words have literal cosmic weight. Where breaking an oath doesn't just damage your reputation, it actually frays the very fabric of reality itself. Where ancient celestial beings sacrificed everything to imprison a horror beyond comprehension. And now, that horror is beginning to stir. Welcome to Luminari Mud. This is not your typical video game. There are no flashy graphics here, no polygon counts to brag about, no frame rates to optimize. Instead, you'll find something far more powerful, pure imagination, brought to life through the ancient art of storytelling, through text, through your own mind's eye. And trust me, what your imagination can create puts any graphics card to shame. So what exactly is a MUD? Well, MUD stands for Multi-User Dungeon. And if you've never heard of one before, you're about to discover something incredible. Think of it as a living, breathing novel, except you are the main character. You're not just reading a story, you're writing it. Every command you type shapes the world around you. Every choice matters. And here's the magical part. You're surrounded by other real players, other adventurers, other heroes and villains, all writing their own stories in this shared world. Your paths cross, alliances form, rivalries ignite. Friendships that last decades are forged in these text-based realms. Everything happens through richly descriptive text. You read about ancient forests where the trees whisper secrets of ages past. You explore crumbling dungeons where danger lurks in every shadow. You walk through bustling cities filled with merchants, nobles, and cutthroats. Then you type commands to interact with all of it. It's like collaborative storytelling meets role-playing game meets online adventure. And once you experience it, nothing else quite compares. Now, MUDs have a legendary history, and I mean legendary. This genre is older than most people realize online gaming even existed. It all started back in 1978. Two university students at the University of Essex in England, Roy Trubshaw and Richard Bartle, created the very first MUD. They simply called it MUD. Trubshaw named it Multi-User Dungeon as a tribute to Zork, a text adventure game he absolutely loved. Richard Bartle himself once said that design decisions he and Roy made for that original MUD have been passed down through generations of virtual worlds, often without designers even realizing it. That's how foundational this work was. Then, in 1990, students at the University of Copenhagen created Diku Mud. This became the foundation for hundreds of MUDs that followed. Their goal was simple: create something cleaner than existing codebases and more like Dungeons and Dragons. 1993 us Circle Mud, created by Jeremy Elson at Johns Hopkins University. It started covertly on a server named circle.cs.jhu.edu, hence the name. Circle Mud was designed to be a clean, efficient codebase that developers could build upon. And in 2006, when Circle Mud development stagnated, the Builder Academy took over. They renamed the project TBA Mud and continued its evolution. Luminari Mud stands on the shoulders of all these giants, built on Circle Mud and TBA Mud D foundations, but transformed into something entirely its own. A living world with authentic Pathfinder and D&D 3.5 mechanics, an original pantheon of over 40 deities, and a rich mythology that spans eons. Luminari Mud itself began in 1999. Two young developers had a dream. Brian Williams, known as Nashak, and Max Gibson, known as Zusuk. Together they started building their vision of the ultimate D&D-inspired MUD. But life has a way of interrupting dreams, doesn't it? Military service called, careers demanded attention, families grew and needed care. The project was shelved, multiple times actually, but it was never abandoned. That core vision just waited, patiently, for the right moment to rekindle. That moment came in June of 2012. a pivotal choice was made to rebuild Luminari Mud from scratch on the modern TBA Mud platform, leveraging new technologies while honoring its origins. On June 19, 2012, LuminariMud.com officially went live. The team grew significantly. Jamie McLaughlin, known as Orneer, joined. Stephen Squires, known as Gicker, brought unique expertise. With this growing team and renewed dedication, version 1.0 transformed the modified codebase into something distinctly its own. This laid the foundation for the expansive world Luminari Mud is today. A passion project that refused to die. In January of 2018, Luminari Mud was proudly named Mud of the Month by Reddit's dedicated Mud community. A significant validation of years of passionate work and development. But the team didn't rest on their laurels. Development has never ceased. They constantly push the boundaries of what's possible in a MUD. Recent additions include sophisticated vessel systems with multi-room ships, allowing for expansive naval exploration and unique player housing on the high seas. They've integrated something called Narrative Weaver AI for dynamic NPC dialogue, making interactions more immersive and unique than ever before. Additionally, Intermud 3 integration connects Luminari Mud to the broader Mud network, expanding community horizons. The GitHub commits keep piling up, a testament to continuous development and community contributions. The codebase has grown to over 200,000 lines of code. 200,000 lines bringing this world to life. And the world itself? Over 4 million explorable rooms. Between handcrafted content and procedurally generated wilderness. The dedicated team now spans 3 continents: Canada, Norway, Israel, working collaboratively across time zones to enhance Luminari Mud. The project remains entirely community-owned and operated, driven purely by the passion of its players and developers. What began as a passion project by 2 young developers has blossomed into a vibrant, living world enjoyed by players worldwide. A dream that truly refused to die. Now let me tell you about the world of Lumia itself. Eons ago, celestial beings called the Luminari descended upon this world. Their mission was singular and desperate: to imprison something terrible. Something that threatened to unmake reality itself. They called it the prisoner. Before its imprisonment, the prisoner was a terrifying cosmic horror, an entity of pure chaos that threatened to unravel the very fabric of existence. Imagine something so fundamentally wrong that reality itself recoils from it. Using arcanite, a luminous crystalline mineral capable of bending the very laws of magic, the Luminari created 5 mystical locks, 5 seals scattered across the world's surface. And they remained as eternal guardians, watching over these seals through countless ages. But nothing lasts forever. As centuries passed, the Luminari grew fewer in number, so they devised a plan. They began marking promising mortals with a soul-binding gift, the Mark. It granted power far beyond normal limits, extraordinary abilities that elevated mortals to near divine status. But here's the tragedy. Greed corrupted the Marked. They turned on each other. In their corrupted state, they forged monstrous weapons called arcana golems, unholy fusions of machine and mortal soul. These abominations brought cities to ruin. Entire civilizations crumbled. An age of devastation descended upon Lumia. And while the world burned, the prisoner began to stir. Some of the Marked heard whispers in the darkness. They listened, and they were transformed into something twisted, something corrupted. They became darklings, shadowy, corrupted figures who fled into the dark corners of the world, serving their sinister master. In desperation, the Luminari made the ultimate sacrifice. All but one gave their immortal lives to restore the prison seals, to save Lumia from utter annihilation. Now only Serene remains, the last guardian of the Luminari, bearing the immense burden of protecting the weakened seals. She watches alone, a beacon of hope against the encroaching shadow. The Darklings grow stronger. The prisoner's influence spreads like a cancer through the world. So Serene has begun marking new mortals again, searching for heroes who might stand against the coming darkness, who might fulfill the ancient prophecy. You are one of those marked. Or perhaps you're one of those Darklings. The choice is yours. At the heart of Lumia lies something extraordinary, the loom of ether. Imagine reality itself as a vast tapestry, woven from three primordial forces: memory, the past that shapes us; will, the present that drives us; and possibility, the future that beckons us forward. Now here's what makes Lumia special. This isn't just philosophy, it's tangible magic. When clerics cast divine spells, they don't just pray and hope for the best. They actively pull and weave threads from the loom of ether, manifesting divine energy into tangible effects. When knights speak sacred vows, crimson threads become visible, literally binding their very souls to their word. And when oaths are broken, the loom frays, and reality itself weakens. In Lumia, your word has literal cosmic weight. Over 40 original deities shape this world, with the core 14 forming the bedrock of belief and power. There's Ethera, Lady of the Loom, the goddess of magic and hidden patterns. She is the master weaver, overseeing the intricate threads of reality itself. Cordron, the Hammer of Dawn, the embodiment of righteous battle and unwavering conviction. He champions war with a purpose, guiding those who fight for justice. And then there are the twin sisters, Seraphine and Nyxara, two faces of the same truth. Seraphine rises with the dawn, offering redemption and light to those who seek it. Nyxara rules the night, keeper of secrets that must remain hidden. Neither is complete without the other. They symbolize the eternal balance between light and shadow that runs through all of existence. 6 sacred night orders bind warriors' souls to the divine. 3 walk in the light. 3 embrace the shadow. Let's start with the orders of light. The crimson loom weaves spoken oaths into visible reality. Actual threads manifest when they make promises, binding them to their word in ways that cannot be broken without consequence. The sundered dawn undergo an incredible soul-splitting ritual. Through this, they exist simultaneously in both light and shadow, walking 2 worlds at once. The Ember Throne are warrior artists who channel divine fire through creative expression. Their art is their weapon is their art. Now for the Orders of Shadow. The Howling Moon are primal warriors who wield fear itself as a weapon. When they enter battle, terror walks with them. The Shattered Mirror are masters of paradox. They perceive multiple realities at once through fragmented vision. What they see would drive lesser minds to madness. The Pale Throne are death priests who have seen beyond the veil. They are arbiters of death's justice, determining who should pass beyond and who should remain. But there are legends of a 7th order, the Knights of the Void Crown. They fell centuries ago when they delved too deep into forbidden knowledge, seeking power that was never meant for mortal hands. Only corrupted artifacts remain now, scattered across the world, and sometimes ambitious souls seek them out. Now let's talk about who you can become. 25 playable races await you in Lumia. You'll find the classics, of course, the Foundation, humans with their adaptability, elegant elves, sturdy dwarves, clever halflings, ingenious gnomes, half-elves bridging two worlds, half-orcs with their fierce determination. But there's so much more. Advanced races offer deeper specialization. High elves with their arcane mastery, wood elves attuned to nature, mysterious drow from the depths, duergar, the grey dwarves of the deep, gold dwarves, stout halflings, forest gnomes, half-drow. Then we get to the exotic races, dragonborn breathing elemental destruction, tieflings with their infernal heritage, horns and all, noble Aasimar touched by celestial power, quick and curious tabaxi, towering Goliaths, mysterious shades who walk between worlds. And then, races found nowhere else in gaming. Crystal dwarves transformed by arcanite radiation. Their skin shimmers with crystalline growths, and they can morph their very bodies. Trelux, ancient insectoid beings with alien powers that defy conventional understanding. Arcana golems, those war remnants, the unholy fusions of construct and mortal soul from the ancient wars. You can actually play as one. Walk the world as a being of metal and trapped spirit, seeking purpose or redemption. Half-trolls with their incredible regeneration. Powerful and relentless warriors. And for classes? 32 paths to choose from. 7 core classes form the foundation: wizard, cleric, rogue, warrior, monk, druid, berserker. 6 specialist classes offer focused power: sorcerer, channeling raw magical talent; paladin, sworn to divine purpose; ranger, mastering wilderness and bow; bard, whose songs reshape reality; weapon master, achieving perfection with their chosen blade; arcane archer, blending magic and marksmanship. And for those seeking true mastery, 19+ prestige classes await: assassins, necromancers, shadow dancers, mystic thurges blending arcane and divine, eldritch knights, psionicists wielding the power of mind, summoners, warlocks, blackguards, and more. Each class offers unique feat trees, specialized equipment, distinct party roles, and epic level progression for truly legendary characters. Over 470 spells, all implementing authentic Pathfinder and D&D 3.5 mechanics. This isn't simplified. This isn't dumbed down. This is the real thing. The magic system operates across 3 distinct philosophies. First, preparation-based casting. Wizards, clerics, and druids use this approach. They study spellbooks or pray for divine guidance. They cue spells for real-time preparation. This rewards strategic planning and offers incredible versatility through careful selection. Know your challenges, prepare accordingly, and you can overcome anything. Second, spontaneous casting. Sorcerers, bards, and warlocks use this. They know spells permanently. They can cast any known spell as long as they have available slots. This offers flexibility in the heat of battle, raw talent over academic study. When chaos erupts, they adapt instantly. Third, psionic powers. Mind over matter. Psionicists use a unique PowerPoint system, mental disciplines, psychic abilities. A completely different approach to supernatural power that rewards those who master its intricacies. And then there's metamagic. Feats that reshape your spells, extend doubles duration. Empower increases effect by 50%. Maximize guarantees maximum possible effect. Quicken lets you cast as a swift action. Silent removes the verbal component. Still removes the somatic component. The possibilities are vast. Combat in Luminari mud follows authentic D20 mechanics. True Pathfinder and D&D 3.5 rules, bringing robust mechanics to every encounter. Initiative-based rounds with dexterity bonuses determine who acts when. Multiple attack types let you fight however suits your character. Melee weapons, ranged weapons, unarmed strikes. natural weapons like claws and fangs. Critical hits use threat ranges and confirmation rolls. That moment when your blade finds the perfect opening, you roll to confirm, and massive damage follows. It never gets old. Damage reduction and resistances add strategic depth. Some enemies shrug off normal weapons, others resist certain elements. You need to think, to adapt, to overcome. The tactical options run deep. Dual wielding lets you master offhand penalties and specialized feats to become a whirlwind of blades. Sneak attacks unleash devastating precision strikes from the shadows, crucial for rogues and assassins. Cleave and Great Cleave let you cut a swathe through your foes, taking down multiple opponents with single mighty swings. Mounted combat opens up devastating charges and trampling attacks from horseback. Advanced maneuvers give you battlefield control. Trip enemies to the ground, grapple them into submission, disarm them and turn their weapons against them. Coordinate group tactics with automatic assists for synchronized attacks that overwhelm your foes. And for summoners? Bond with a customizable otherworldly companion, an Eidolon, a tactical partnership unlike any other. 12+ evolution types let you shape your Eidolon. Claws, wings, tentacles, and more. They take independent combat actions, their stats progress tied to your level. Together, you become more than either could be alone. The world of Lumia is filled with adventures waiting to be discovered. Story-driven quests unfold across the world with multi-stage narratives. Meaningful choices that actually matter. Prerequisite chains that build to epic storylines. Rewards include experience, treasure, and exclusive unlocks that set you apart. Quest types vary wildly. Combat encounters pit you against legendary foes. Exploration missions uncover lost secrets buried for ages. Diplomatic challenges require wit and charm, rather than sword and spell. Crafting commissions let you serve master artisans. Faction missions advance your organizational standing. But here's something special. Online level creation. OLC empowers builders with comprehensive in-game tools. Zone editor, room editor, mobile editor, object editor, shop editor, trigger editor. Everything needed to literally shape reality. DG scripts breathe life into the world. NPCs that react to player actions in complex ways. Objects with intricate behaviors. Rooms that change based on conditions. World events spanning multiple zones. Puzzles of arbitrary complexity. The world feels alive because it practically is. And beyond the handcrafted zones, procedural wilderness. Perlin noise algorithms generate dynamic terrain. Resource nodes appear where the math dictates. Seasonal variation changes the landscape. Weather effects transform your experience. Random encounter regions keep exploration dangerous. Over 4 million explorable rooms. Between crafted content and generated wilderness, you could explore for years and still find something new. Luminari Mud isn't just a game, it's a community. Discord integration bridges the game world and the community in real time. In-game chat gets relayed to Discord channels, so you stay connected even when you're not actively playing. Never miss an important moment. Intermud 3 network, still under construction, will connect Luminari Mud to over 100 other MUDs. Cross-game communication. Intermud tells. Multi-MUD channels. A living testament to the cooperative spirit of the MUD community. The clan system lets you form organizations. Ranks and hierarchies, shared treasury, clan-wide bonuses, political intrigue between rival factions. Build something bigger than yourself. Player housing lets you own a piece of Lumia. Customizable interiors designed to your taste. Storage vaults for your treasures. personal crafting stations for your creations, a home between adventures where you can rest and plan your next move. And then there's the Narrative Weaver AI. Experiments with dynamic NPC dialogue that responds to your context. Region-aware environmental storytelling. Conversational NPCs who remember and react. This is the future of text-based gaming, and it's happening right now. Account-based progression means your account grows alongside your characters. Account experience unlocks new races and classes. Shared progression rewards exploring different playstyles. The more you play, the more options open up. And vessels? Multi-room ship interiors, ship-to-ship combat, docking and boarding mechanics. Sail across Lumia's vast waters, explore distant shores, engage in naval warfare. So why text-based gaming? In an age of virtual reality and photorealistic graphics, why would anyone choose to play through text? Let me tell you. First, infinite imagination. No graphics engine matches what your mind creates. When you read, the ancient dragon unfurls wings that blot out the sun, scales shimmering with the colors of dying stars. You see something no GPU could ever render. Your imagination has no polygon limit, no frame rate cap. The visuals are literally perfect because they're yours. Second, depth over flash. 200,000 plus lines of code devoted to mechanics, not graphics. Every class plays differently. Every build matters. Every choice has genuine consequences. Third, community and connection. Text-based games attract players who love words, who love stories, who love genuine interaction. Mud friendships often become lifelong, decades-long bonds forged through shared adventures and shared words. Fourth, accessibility. Play from any device with a terminal, no powerful hardware required, no massive downloads eating your bandwidth. Just connect and play. And fifth, a living history. When you play a MUD, you're participating in a tradition stretching back to 1978, the very origins of online gaming, the roots from which all MMORPGs grew. You're part of something bigger than any single game. The prisoner stirs in its ancient prison. The darklings gather in shadow, growing stronger with each passing day. The seals weaken. Reality frays at the edges. Serene watches, waiting for heroes who will answer the call. Will you be one of them? Connect to Luminari MUD. The address is luminarimud.com, port 4100. You can use any MUD client. Mudlet, Tintin++, or even just Telnet. Create your character, choose your race, choose your class, choose your path. Learn through the tutorial. The game will teach you what you need to know. Explore and find your destiny in this vast world. 4 million rooms await your footsteps. Join the Discord community. Connect with fellow adventurers. Find your people. Grow from humble beginnings to legendary hero. No powerful hardware required, no massive downloads. Just connect and let your imagination take flight. The world of Lumia awaits. See you there, adventurer.